So now that the pressure of Daniel Dubois has now went away, people had him in improvement mode a lot recently over the year. I feel like now fans are starting to realize that he's not someone who's just gonna lay down or just gonna show up in the ring and let anybody try to take advantage of him. He's always gonna come to fight. But I realize a lot of people don't know how old he is really, because they treat him like he's 34, 35. He's only 26 years old. And when he fought Usyk, he was only 25. So I feel like he has a lot of room to grow. He can still, in 6 years, just be in his prime, or just be entering his prime, or be in the middle of his prime, anything like that, and be a top heavyweight still. So the fights that he's been in recently doesn't really affect him. It's only gonna make him better. And for Usyk to have a hard fight like that with Dubois, he's only what, 25, and he had a fight like that. Over time, like when people look back on it, they're gonna be really impressed. It's gonna be something that a lot of people they made fun of because I don't know why. Honestly, I don't. I'm confused. I thought he fought hard. A lot of people said he quit. Yeah, you can say that in some aspects, but as far as the challenge he's taking, a lot of people aren't doing those. So I feel like you got to give him that edge. But at the end of the day, it's a different generation. A lot of these guys are challenging themselves a lot more than the last generation did. It's not the same as it was before, because now with Daniel Dubois coming in, a lot of heavyweights aren't really calling him out or trying to make anything happen with him. You would think that because he's fought Usyk and he's coming off a Miller win, you think he'll be an option for a lot of heavyweights to try to make a name for themselves, or they feel like they're in line for a big payday. But maybe they feel like Dubois would be too much of a threat to kind of hurt their paydays, because I know they realized how hard he fought when he was in the Miller fight. A lot of people didn't really praise him as much as you would have thought. I don't know if they expected him to win, but he was outweighed by a lot, and he took a lot of power punches. He fought very hard. People got to give him a lot of credit. When he bounced back, he kind of went through a lot of things as far as people questioning whether he can bounce back from the Usyk fight. I didn't feel like him taking that fight and losing, especially coming off an injury. Like, I felt like Usyk taking that fight really wasn't a huge positive on my end, because Dubois was coming off a huge injury. And for him to take that fight against Usyk and for it to play out the way it did, it was a lot closer than what people realized. But at the end of the day, they're really not going to give him his credit. So, I don't know. Dubois, he just got to keep building off his wins and what he's doing. Make a comeback. I feel like he's definitely going to be able to stick around. Keep making a name for himself, but a lot of people are sleeping on what he's doing right now. They're going to hesitate to try to get in the ring with him after fighting Miller. You don't hear a lot of guys like Ruiz or Sanchez or a lot of these guys trying to make a fight with Dubois. I had to look back at certain things, but I haven't heard anybody mention him lately. And I feel like right now, he could have a good chance of going in the ring with any heavyweight right now and stopping him or beating him. So he's not someone you can overlook, and he's getting better with each fight. Like I said, he's only 26 years old. Fought Usyk when he was 25, so he's not someone I'm definitely gonna write off. I've always been impressed with him, but I just felt like they were trying to speed him up a little too fast. Cause my thing is this, and I'm gonna start getting into this because I've been laying off. But Jared Big Baby Anderson, Daniel Dubois is not that much older than what he is, so he definitely needs to press the gas on what he's doing, because right now He's definitely not doing what Danny Dubois is doing in his career. Cause Dubois was already fighting with Joe Joyce and Usyk, so I feel like he definitely needs to step up because we're putting a lot of pressure on Dubois, but these other heavyweights, they're not really moving as fast as these other guys. A lot of competition, a lot of things going on, but if they want to challenge themselves, they can definitely jump in the mix. But Dubois, I feel like he'll bounce back after that Usyk fight. I feel like a lot of people kind of not looking at the big picture on that. I am. I'm not gonna write him off. He's too young. But like I said, the challenges that was put in front of him, like the Joyce and the Usyk fight, I was like, the way they do it and the times they do the fights, it working against him. It's not at his advantage at all. So I don't know, but I feel like he's getting better. But time will only tell. You know what I'm saying? That is one fight, one performance that he was fighting well, but I don't know if he can do it many more times than that. Just as far as moving up with his competition, I would like to see it. I mean, I feel like he has the skills and the mindset to do it. It just depends. Are they gonna keep him active? It look like he has a fight in what, February or March. So what are we gonna work with? Does he have a date coming up, or does he have any options? So we kind of just waiting on everything right now. We don't really know what's to come, but we just gotta sit back and watch, man. A fight like Parker and Dubois could have been very good for like styles. They could have matched up very well. So it's a lot of things that's going on right now where guys is moving around. I just hope that he gets a fair opportunity as far as being able to bounce back, because he's taking a couple of losses, but he's definitely young and he's still a threat. Definitely not someone who's gonna go in the ring and lay down. He's definitely a toe-to-toe fighter. Very powerful, still maturing. His resume isn't far off from these other guys. That's what I'm saying. A lot of guys, it's like 32, 33, 34. Their resume isn't as that much better than what Daniel Dubois is doing. So that lets you know right there. A lot of these guys aren't really super impressive when it comes to hopping in the ring with certain guys. People hear a couple of names. Like, people forget Usyk's a cruiserweight. So are we really gonna sit up here and say, "Oh, a cruiserweight one of my top fights"? Okay, all right, that's your resume then. Daniel Dubois already did that, and he was 25. So I'm supposed to be impressed? Let me know, cause he's already doing that type of stuff. So I definitely feel like we just got to give it time, because in 5 years he can be a top heavyweight. In 5 years, 6 years, so we definitely got to give it time to where guys like him can actually because he's not cherry picking and taking time to figure out who's the best matchup. A lot of these guys he just hopping in the ring with. That Usyk fight, he wasn't supposed to jump in the ring with nobody. Coming off the injury that he had, he was really supposed to just relax and kind of take some time off, but he's bounced back well, man. He's done a lot of things that got him ready. He's a very strong fighter. Has a strong mind, a lot of heart, so he's definitely gonna be at that level for a long time. He's like a throwback fighter. A lot of people sleeping on him. I'm telling you, you can't sleep on a lot of these heavyweights. They bounce back. That's why people was acting like they were surprised about the Parker win. Like, Joseph Parker always been a top heavyweight, so a lot of times, man, they be sleeping on these heavyweights. So I don't overreact when they win. A lot of these guys can get a win on any day. So it's just that the fights need to happen a lot more so we can kind of see, who the top guys are. We can't really see right now because it's kind of like spotty. A lot of guys aren't really going against each other evenly over time, but Eventually, we'll see at the end of probably this year or next year a lot more competition and different guys. That's why I don't want to see too many rematches. I like to see some different matchups. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.